Hello everyone, my name is Shubhajit and today I will be explaining you about the useState hook in React. So React is a JavaScript library which helps us to create front-end UI with the help of components. So useState is a very basic hook which everyone needs to learn when they are starting off with React. So let's get started. Let me tell you why useState is there in React. So whenever on the UI we want the UI to be rendered. Here rendered and refreshed means kind of same, where it means that whenever there are new values on the UI, we need to render the UI with these new values so that every time the user can see the updated values. For this, we need a state, and that is achieved with the help of useState hook in React. So let me go to the VS Code to explain you with the example. So here you can see we have a basic counter. If you see on the UI, we have a button, and on the button we have a click handler. So whenever the button is clicked, this handle click function will be called. And what is inside this button? So inside this button we have you pressed me count times, and this count is actually the state variable which is declared with the help of useState hook. Okay, so let me elaborate a little bit more. So the useState hook, inside that whatever value is we pass is the initial value to the count variable. So whenever the UI is loaded first time for the user, it will be loaded with a count value of 0. So on the UI, you will be able to see you pressed me 0 times. Okay, and this set count method is used to change the value of this count variable. And whenever the count variable changes with the help of this set count, the UI is rendered again with the new value of count. So this whole counter is basically an incrementing counter where whenever we click this button, it will increase the count to count plus 1, and that actually you can see on this handle click method. So whenever we click this button, this handle click method is called, and inside this handle click method, what we are able to see, initially the value of the count is 0. We are setting the count to 0 plus 1. So now the value of count will be 1. So you can see that there is a change from count is equals to 0 to count is equals to 1. That's why this UI is rendered with a new value of count, that is count is equals to 1. So on the UI you will see you pressed me 1 times. If you press this button again, then you will see you pressed me 2 times, because it is always setting the count to the present count plus 1. Basically incrementing the count by 1 every time. So this is the basic use of useState hook. There are also advanced uses, but we will discuss them in later videos, and some troubleshooting and some other type of stuff which we need to take care while using the useState hook. But we will be covering them in later videos. And yeah, let me also show you the UI, how it looks. So you are able to see a button. You pressed me 0 times initially. Whenever you click this button, it will be incrementing its value by 1. And each time I'm pressing this button, the UI is rendering, and you are able to see a change in the UI. So that's all about useState hook. And let me know in the comment section if you have any doubts. I will be happy to answer them. Thanks a lot.